Hello students, today we will study about the next topic, that is the classification of pteridophytes. Most accepted system of classification of vascular plants, that is based on Smith 1955, Bold 1957, Benson 1957, Zimmerman 1959, Cronquist 1960, and Tekatjan 1964 may be referred to in outline as below. According to these, whole of the pteridophytes divided into four divisions. One is Coelophyta, second is Lycophyta, third is Spinophyta, fourth is Phelicophyta. Coelophyta comprise two classes. Class 1, that is Coelophytopsida, and that class comprise single order named Coelophytals. Second class Coelotopsida and comprise a single order that is Coeloptals. Second division, that is Lycophyta or the lycopods. It also comprise two class. Class 1 Eligulopsida and second class, that is Ligulopsida. The class first Eligulopsida contain single order named Lycopodials, and class 2, that is Ligulopsida, possesses four order 1, that is Selaginals, order 2 Lepidodendrals, order 3 Isoetals, order 4 Pluromanials. Division third, that is Spinophyta, contains the horsetails. It also contains two class. Class 1 Spinophilopsida, class 2 Calamopsida. Class first Spinophilopsida possesses single order, that is Spinophilals. Class 2 Calamopsida possesses three order 1, that is Calamitals, order 2, that is Hyneals, order 3 Equistals. The last division, that is Phelicophyta, comprise the ferns, possesses four classes. Class 1 Primophelicopsida, class 2, that is Euspongiopsida, class 3, that is Protoleptosporangiopsida, class 4, that is Leptosporangiopsida, Class first contains two order. Order first, that is Cladogylals. Order 2, Coinopteridals. Class 2, that is Eusprongopsida, also comprise of two orders. Order 1, that is Ophioglossals. Order 2, Meretels. Class 3, name Protoleptospongopsida, have a single order, name Osmundals. Class 4, Leptospongopsida, comprises three order. Order first, that is Pelicales. Order second, that is Marcellales. Order 3, Salvinials. Students, now we go to the characteristics of each divisions or characteristic features of each divisions. First, starting from the Coelophyta. The main plant body is rootless. स्टूडेंट्स इनके जो पीपीटी है और नोट्स हैं मैं आपको ग्रुप में प्रोवाइड करा दूंगा और आपकी किसी भी बुक में ये आप पढ़ोगे तो समझ में आ जाएगा और सभी बुक में आप दिया हुआ है. दैट क्वेश्चन मे कम अप टू द 6, 7 और 8 मार्क्स, मिनिमम 5 मार्क्स. तो characteristics of Coelophyta, the main plant body is a rootless sporophyte that differentiates into a subterranean rhizome and an aerial erect shoot. Branching is dichotomous in both either subterranean rhizome as well as aerial shoot. Rhizoids born on the rhizome absorb water and minerals from the soil. Leaves often absent or if present. They are spirally arranged scale-like, example Celotum, or leaf-like appendages, example Pteridophytes. Vascular tissue is of primitive type, that is simple cylindrical protostele with annular or spiral tracheids. Secondary growth is absent. Next, sporangia are born at the apex of the aerial shoots. They are either solitary, example Rhinia, जो Rhinia, one of the fossil plants you will be study as per your syllabus, or in groups and terminal in positions. There are nothing like that of sporophyll. Sporangia are always bearing the same type of spores, means homosporous. Gametophyte is known only in Celotum and Pteridophytes, that is both are living genera, while unknown in Coelophytals. Gametophyte is cylindrical, branched, subterranean and colorless. In this division, sex organs are partially embedded in the prothallus. Anthrozoids are spirally coiled and multiflagellated. Next, Lycophyta. The characteristics of Lycophyta. In this division includes both fossil example Lepidodendron and living Pteridophytes जिसके अंदर 5 लिविंग जनरा है. One is Lycopodium, second Phyloglossum, third Isoids, फोर्थ स्टाइलिट्स, फिफ्थ स्लाइजनेला, जिसमें स्लाइजनेला आपके सिलेबस में है जिसको पढ़ाएंगे. कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ द प्लांट्स इन दिस डिवीजन. द plant body is sporophytic and can be differentiated into roots, stem and leaves. जो लीव्स है वो आर स्मॉल मीन्स माइक्रोफिलस है, सिंपल है, with a single midvein. They are usually spirally arranged, sometimes in opposite fashion and or even in whorls. In some cases, leaves are ligulate. Ligules are present. Example, Serenella and Isoids. जो ligule है is present at the base of each leaf and in young condition it protects the leaves. Means leaves की young condition में ligule उसको protect करता है. The vascular tissue may be either in the form of plectostele, siphonostele or sometimes even polystele. Leaf gaps are absent. Sporophylls are loosely arranged or aggregated to form strobilus or cones. ये कहते हैं कि some members of this division are homosporous, example Lycopodium, while others are heterosporous, example Selaginella. Heterosporous forms have endoscopic gametophytes, while in homosporous forms the gametophyte is exosporic. Exoscopic. Anthrozoids are biflagellate or multiflagellate. Secondary growth does not take place except in isoids. Characteristics of third divisions. Spinophyta. It includes both fossil plants, example Calamophyton, Spinophyllum, as well as living plants, example Equistum, जिसको आप अपने सिलेबस में पढ़ोगे Equistum को. It is represented by one living genus, that is Equistum, and about 18 extinct forms. 18 extinct forms plants. The main plant body is sporophytic and can be differentiated into root, stem and leaves. Stem in most of the forms is long, jointed or articulated and is ribbed. Ribbed means having the passage is rigid and grows. Stem is divisible or divided into nodes and internodes and is developed as upright aerial branches from the underground creeping rhizome. Leaves are thin, small, scaly brown and are arranged in transverse whorls at the nodes of the aerial branches. Branches also develop in whorls from the axil of the scaly leaves. As the foliage leaves are reduced to scales, the process of photosynthesis is taken up by the stem and hence it becomes green. The stem has a solid protostele, example spinophyllum, or medullated protostele, example equistem. Sporangia जो है are borne on specialized appendages called the sporangiophores. Sporangia are developed at the apex of fertile branches in whorls forming a compact cone. Most of the members are homosporous, but some fossil forms are heterosporous. Example calamites. Calamites. Next, gametophytes means prothalli, may be monoecious or dioecious. Gametophytes are exoscopic and green. Anthrozoids are large and multiflagellate. Embryo is without suspensor and is exoscopic in nature. Last, that is Pterophyta. It includes the plants which are commonly known as fern. तो ये फर्न आपने देखे होंगे, ornamental plants, लगभग लगभग जो भी प्लांट्स लगाते हैं घरों में पोट्स में, उसमें फर्न आपको दिखाई देगी, कोई ना कोई मीन्स लगभग लगभग हर नर्सरी में फर्न जरूर मिलेगा। ये एवरग्रीन है और स्मॉल साइज की है। It is represented by about 300 genera and more than 10,000 species. They occur in all types of habitats. Majority of the ferns are terrestrial and prefer to grow in moist and sandy places. कुछ फर्न्स ऐसी है जो एक्वेटिक है, एग्जाम्पल एजोला, साल्विनिया, मार्सिलिया। कुछ ऐसे हैं जो जेरोफिटिक है, एग्जाम्पल एडेंटियम, एमरेजिनेटम। कुछ ऐसा है जो एपिफिटिक है, एग्जाम्पल एस्प्लिनियम न्यूडस। हेलोफिटिक होती है, एग्जाम्पल एक्रोस्टिकम, एरियम। और कुछ क्लाइमिंग है, एग्जाम्पल स्टिनो कैलिना। Majority of the members except some tree ferns, example Angiopteris, have short and stout rhizome. इसका जो राइजोम है आर क्रीपिंग, अपराइट और ग्रोविंग अबोव द सोयल। लीव्स जो है आर लार्ज, मे बी सिंपल, एग्जाम्पल ओफियोग्लोसम, और पिन्नेटली कंपाउंड। Majority of the ferns, for example Pteridinium, Marsilia, Adiantum, etc. and described as fronds. उनको हम fronds कहते हैं इस टाइप्स की लीफ को। Young fronds are succinately coiled. Leaves are exstipulate, example filicales, while stipulate in some other groups. Vascular cylinder varies from protostele to a complicated type of cypnostele. Solenostele, dictyostele, and polystele are also found. Vegetative reproductions in this division takes place by fragmentation, example Adiantum, Pteridium, by the help of the stem tubers, example Marsilia, by the help of adventitious buds, example Asplenum bulbiferum, or by apogamy, example Marsilia. Sporangia arise from placenta, a swollen cushion of cells in groups, और उस ग्रुप्स को कहते हैं सोराई। जो सोराई है SORI डेवलप ऑन द मार्जिन और एबैक्सियल सरफेस ऑफ द लीव्स, और उस टाइप को लीव को कहते हैं स्पोरोफिल्स। सोराई आर प्रोटेक्टेड बाय ट्रू इंडूसियम, एग्जाम्पल Marsilia, or false inducium, example teres and adiantum. The sporangial development may be leptosporangiate, example osmunda, or eusporangiate type, example ophioglossum. In this division, sporangia in most cases have a distinct annulus and stomium. Members of this division may be homosporous, example teres, or heterosporous, example Marsilia, Azolla, Salvinia. Gametophyte may be exosporic or endosporic. Antheridia and Archegonia are partially or completely embedded in the gametophyte. Anthrozoids are multiflagellated. Embryogeny largely endoscopic. Embryo may or may not have suspensor. स्टूडेंट्स, ये क्लासिफिकेशन है. अब इनके जो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स हैं ये दिए हुए हैं. Characteristics of each division. These are the characteristics of the first division, Coelophyta. Characteristics of second division, that is Lycophyta. Characteristics of the third division, that is Spinophyta. Characteristics of the fourth division, Pterophyta. चलो स्टूडेंट, थैंक यू. ये टॉपिक कंप्लीट हुआ.